welcome back. So last time we made a login screen, but it wasn't very good at communicating back to the user. For example, we put the error in the console. So let's take care of that first with some EmberCLI Flash. And this whole episode will act as a review of EmberCLI Flash, of the login field, and of the Ember validation sequence, and tying them all together to make a much better login screen. So first, we'll install the EmberCLI Flash add-on, and of course restart the server. Then in the top level handlebars, we'll go ahead and put a place to display the Flash messages. Then in the login controller, we'll display the error with the Flash messages. As a bonus, we'll go ahead and display a positive Flash message whenever the session login works. We'll see this in action real quick. If you felt that explanation was too fast, you can go back to episode 57, where we take longer to explain it in more detail. In the same way, when we're doing the validations, we'll be taking a lot of content from episodes 64 and 65, so if you have more questions, go ahead and look those up. Getting started with Ember validations is fairly easy. First, we put this in our package.json. It's still on alpha 4. And then, we just run npm install, and then restart the server. In our login controller, we'll import the Ember validations mixin, and then mix it in. Then we'll put in our validations hash, so we'll be making sure that the username is present, and that the password is both present and a minimum length of 6. Now we need to display those errors, and we'll go ahead and display them in line. We'll create the display errors component, and it'll be passed two things, show errors and errors. In the login controller handlebars, we'll put the display errors components and pass them in the specific errors, as well as a show errors property that we'll be defining soon. So we can define show errors as true right off the bat, and then it'll show all the errors, but the problem is it'll show all the errors right off the bat, and users don't want to start off with a broken form. So what we'll do is we'll start show errors as false, and then if the login action fails, then we'll set the show errors to true. And we can see our login form behaving how we would want, showing no errors at first, and then showing errors once they try to log in incorrectly. So there we have it. The login form is working like we want, and we had a whirlwind tour of 3 previous episodes. So I'll see you next week when we discuss token authentication and the sign-up form.